Reverend Rob Lee. Bold, smart, and straight to the point. This is Tarot with an Attitude.
Why, hello, everybody. Reverend Rob here, and welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. Wow. Hope everybody's doing good and bangerang. Man, a lot of technical issues. I got things in my glasses and everything's going on. Y'all tell me if I'm sounding okay for you or whatnot. We're trying to figure it out. So you might have to turn your volume up a little more. We couldn't figure it out with Gillian, so we'll see what's going on. But let us know what you feel about the sound or anything else. So, at any rate, here we go. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, that divine Mother and Spirit, we say thank you for all the blessings that you have placed upon us. To the all, the Creator, we say thank you. I pray that when we move through this tonight, that your words come through and not mine. Guide us, direct us, and put your protection. Have Michael and the angels surround us. Nothing comes in that's not of our highest good or of you. So mote it be. Wow, banger. So, hope everybody got it. Okay, so I got Deborah saying, sounds good. Sounds good. Good evening, everybody. Thank you. So, we're going to make this run. And here we go, man. We got questions coming in. I love it when y'all get in a little early and get your questions going. So, Julianne, here we go. Spiritual Alchemy. Hi, Rev Rob and chat. Would like to know the energy being sent over to the Bay Area within the next month or two. Please and thank you. Let's find out what we've got here. Okay. And see what's happening. Here, I'm going to get my shuffle in. I hadn't gotten to shuffle too much tonight because of what's going on. But here, let's see. So, Spirit, Julianne wants to know about the energy over in the Bay Area tonight and what's coming in the next month, and we'll find out what's going on. Okay? Please, let's see what's happening. So, in the Bay Area, Julie, here we go. Julianne, we have the Hermit. Now, this is a time, I'm going to take the sound so people can see it, Julianne, but this would tell me this is a time coming over there to be looking and exploring retrospect. Retrospectiveness came into my head, the word retrospect. So look at what's happening and see what's going on. Mindfulness about where you're at, what's happening, and finding your path. This is going to be something maybe in the politics or something that are over there, but making sure you don't jump in on a bandwagon with a bunch of people, but that you're following your way. And it's going to be very important for people in the Bay Area right now to take a look and walk their own path. Maybe it's something about the Bay Area not needing to worry about the rest of the states doing right now, but doing just what y'all need to do. We have the Queen of Swords here coming up on top of this. No, Queen of Wands. Meaning finding your fire. There's going to be a lot of things that's going on, independence, things like this. Making sure to protect yourself and do things that are good for you or whatnot. There's a lot of powerful energy coming in the next month or two. Be in taking care of yourself. Don't worry about everything else that's going on. Okay? Wow. Banger. All right. Here we go. I'm just going to leave that up. Let's find out what's going on. No, I don't like it. All right. There we go. Remove. All right. So, Julianne, there we go. Hope that answers your question. We'll see what's happening. Maria, hi, a general for the next 4 days. Yep, I like to move these cards apart since they were there. So if they come up together again, we know that Spirit meant for them to do it. Maria would like a general for the next 4 days. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards here, and we're just going to say the general for the next 4 days. All right? And we're going to see what's happening and where you need to focus or what you need to look at. So a general reading for the next 4 days for Maria. Let's find out what's going on. Here we go. More questions coming in. I love it. All right, Maria, here we go. Going to do the cut, find out what's going on, and boom, right out of the gate. Man, we have the sun. This, to me, talks about revelations. This talks about the sun's coming out, weather's great, but whether it's the actual weather or if it's life itself, things are going to be going good for you over the next 4 days. You're going to be able to see things differently, and you're going to be able to move through things, and things should come and lighten up. Man, this whole embodiment knowledge, if you're paying attention, life will present itself to you, things will happen, and you will be able to see through everything and know exactly what's coming. That's what I'm getting for the next 4 days. Okay. So pay attention, be in a great spirit, be receiving, look for things with kind of that childlike faith and happiness. And guess what? You'll be able to find some answers to some of your questions over the next 4 days if you're paying attention. All right. Wow. Bangarang. Cynthia. Hey, Miss Cynthia. Rob, if you have time, tell me whatever spirit needs me to know would truly appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate you too. Here we go. Cynthia wants to know what spirit wants her to know. Okay. So, spirit, Cynthia wants to know what you want her to know. All right. And let's see what's going on. All right. I'm going to do this, click this back up. All right, Cynthia, here we go. We're going to cut this deck, set this like this. What's the first card of what you need to know? Wow, we have the Fool. So, Cynthia, with this, what I'm seeing is there might be something you're needing to do. Don't be afraid, okay? Don't let fear get in your way of starting something new or taking a leap or taking a plunge. This is going to be something, whatever it is, don't carry a lot of extra baggage with you, just what you need, and whatever this adventure or whatnot is. Don't overthink it. Don't go. Trust in yourself and trust in what's going on. We have the Nine of Cups, which talks about manifesting happiness, joy, love, bringing these things in, and they're going to come pouring in. So this is going to be Spirit needs you to know, put the worrying hat aside and pay close attention to what's going on, and you'll be okay. Don't let fear keep you from doing something or trying something new, and things are going to turn out just fine. Wow. Okay. There we go. Wow. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. But most importantly, share, share, share. If you want to make an appointment with me or a session, down below in the, I tell you what, I'm going to cut to the chase. tarotwithanAttitude.com, book a session. All right. tarotwithanAttitude.com. Go there, book a session, and we'll go from there. Okay. So, blessing. Glad to see you. Like 3. What spirit wants me to know? Guidance, please. All right. Blessings. Blessing wants to know what spirit wants to tell her. Okay. Blessings. What spirit want me to know? So, spirit, a direct question for blessings about what you want blessings to know. What is the thing that blessings needs to know? Bring this back in. Let's do the cut. Go this way. And we're going to take a look. So things are changing. We do have the blasted tower blessings. And this is one of those things where you have to be careful about everything that's going on. Okay. Oh, Gillian, I just knocked somebody out. Whoever is right after blessings, I just took them out accidentally. If you could find them and put them back. So y'all bear with me. Told you we were having it. But blessings, things are changing. There's something that's going to happen, and it's going to be a pretty big change that's coming for you. Now, whether this is good or bad, it all depends on how you handle it, the way you look at it. It would have probably been whoever, yep, there we go. Thank you very much, Gillian. I appreciate it. So this is one of those things where blessings, you got to understand, change happens. This could be very radical or whatnot. Spirit's wanting you to know there is something that's going on in your physical world. It's time for it to come to an end. It's time for something to shift. Things are fixing to change. And guess what? You're going to be starting on a new journey. So take this. You might be feeling tired right now. Might be wanting to know what's going on, where this is going to come from. But right now, I'd love to talk to you more about this, and let's go into more detail. But this journey of whatever's going on in your real world right now is coming to an end. So whether you work with it or whether Spirit says that's enough and changes it on you, that's going to be on you. So take a look at what's going on around you and understand, blessings, that this is going to be something that's happening for you, about you, around you, but how you handle it is how this is going to pan out for you. All right? Wow. Bangering. Here's the one. Thank you, Gillian. I appreciate it. Love, Maya. Hi, can I ask what are Anthony's feelings and intentions? You can ask, love. I will not tell you. Here's why. I don't read people third party. It's rude. I don't think it's ethical. I don't think it's the right thing to do. Does he want something serious with me? I get blocked off and on. Then you need to just ask Anthony straight up what's going on. So let's ask this question. What do you need to know about being in a relationship with Anthony? All right. And this is where a lot of people go wrong, and we accidentally bring people into our lives that were never supposed to be there because we want something or whatnot. And somebody will say, oh, yes, y'all are going to live happily ever after. And they don't have the right to read him. And how do you read somebody's energy, okay, when they're not even participating? All right. This is one of those things, and this is very serious. Somebody that does that kind of reading on me, I'm kind of like, I don't know. Okay. So let's ask what you need to know about being in a relationship with Anthony. All right. And we did the cut. So we have the Empress here. What I'm wondering is mom, this came to me and I don't know why it's here. Okay. But why is a mother figure coming into play? Okay. Are you trying to nurture or what? This relationship needs nurturing. Nurturing's fitting in here somewhere. But I think you might be having a mommy issue that you are having to deal with in this relationship. Do you feel like that? Does that make sense? What's going on? You know, and quickly we look at there's hope. What this is saying is look up. Start looking at the things that are going on around you. Get out of your emotions and heal. Let some things heal and let the spirit show your way. Be patient, understand, walk the walk, and then see what unfolds for you and what spirit's got for you. Wow. Banger. Okay, here we go. Country Love Homestead. Man, I love that name. Wow, bangering. All right, Country Love Homestead. Here we go. Let's do a shuffle, and then we are going to see what's going on. I would like to know, how did H feel when he heard the song I sent him? Ask him. Folks, I get tired of y'all being afraid. I'm going to tell you straight up, country. You're not alone. Everybody wants a cheat card. You don't want to have a relationship. You don't want to put yourself out there. You send him, and that's good. But now you have to find out how he felt. Did he respond? Does he know it came from you? These are things we're supposed to be learning, and why relationships are falling apart because we're not taking the time to nurture, to get to know, and to find out. We're trying to rush. So sometimes we bail too quick. Sometimes we stay too long. This is what dating is about. This is what learning is about. What do you need to know about being in a relationship with DH? Okay. So I don't know how he felt about the thing. I could pull cards, but again, I just don't do that. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. Okay. So the first thing is, wow, the death card. I'm getting a flood of emotions on this, which would come with what you're asking. What I'm seeing is it's time to let this go, live your life, and move on. If it's meant to be, it will come. Space is needed, is what I'm saying. The advice to you is let this die, and you need to allow something new to come into your life. The change is, there's that blasted tower again. Getting it a lot tonight. Well, Rob is twice a lot. It's a lot for the tower. And this is saying things need to change. Things are changing. You need to go with that flow and allow something new to come into your life. Wow, country. Bangerang. Okay. Let's see where we're going from here. Glad to have you here, country. All right, everybody. Everybody remember, too, on Wednesday, 7:30, Eyes of the Dragonfly with Bridget. We're going to be over there. I'll be there. Y'all can come find me there with Bridget, and we're going to be talking about Beyond the Cards. Don't even know what we're talking about yet. Sometimes we don't know even when we're on the show. We just let it flow, okay? We can talk about anything about like from Bigfoot, aliens, to actual spiritual healings and things like that. So, but we try to take the cards one step stronger, one step deeper, and get a little deeper in than just everybody always just flipping cards and reading cards. Okay. So there we go. Andrew, what is the end result or message universe is sending me for all the angel numbers I'm seeing lately? I can tell you right now, pay attention. Angel numbers, okay? What people call, are we talking about sequences or true angel numbers? Are we talking about the number 11, 22, or 33? Okay? Those are true angel numbers. The sequence numbers, when we talk about it, to me, in numerology and things like that, one of the things that is there, and I've seen this to ring true, you're not in the moment. You're not paying attention. And these numbers come at you to make you wake up and listen to something that you're trying to learn or to look at what's going on around you. What I would ask you is to do a little self-analysis, Andrew, and say, am I here when I'm here, or am I always somewhere else mentally? What's going on? That's those things. But we're going to ask, what is the end result or the message universe is sending me for all the angel numbers I'm seeing lately? And a lot of times that's to get your numbers. When you see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, any of these numerical sequences, okay, are generally there to snap you out of it and tell you that your spirit, your guides, spirit or whatnot, they're trying to give you a message, but you're not listening. So they're trying to snap you back into a reality to see what's going on so you can hear. So let's take a look at this and let's see what Spirit has to say. So we have, see what I'm getting here, Spirit really wants to create something here, Andrew. All right. Spirit is really wanting to bring something to life that is going to happen. All right. Let me see. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. This is the Empress. This is very feminine. This is about creating something beautiful. And what I'm seeing is there is something that's growing, going on, and that you're going to try to create within this reality. The Empress is there to help you find it. So are you missing? Have you asked for some things or you wanted to create some things, but you're missing the direction that Spirit is trying to give you on it? We have the Hanged Man. One of the things I always see in this card is you have to stop. That goes along with what I was saying, okay? Pay attention, slow down, but you might need to change your perspective about something you've kind of set your feet in. You think something's going some way and things, there are options available to you, and these things could be, and maybe not everybody that's around you has your best interest at heart. So stop, take a look at some of these things and find out what's going on. We have the Three of Cups here. You've got some select friends, okay? But everybody doesn't have look for those that have the same thought process you do, those that are in the same mindset that you are, because those are the ones that you're going to be able to find true companionship and love with. And this is where you're going to find your answer. Stop looking outside of that to other people and be very, very careful. I see something great being created, and I see that Spirit is saying, here we go again. You got to watch what's going on. Seven of Swords. You're going to win the battle and lose the war. Okay? You've got to decide who's got your back, who doesn't. Okay? And then you've got to make that decision. And when you're setting things straight here, be careful about hurting people's feelings. Keep your brain in the game, all right? And don't make every choice like I got to win or what this is going to be. Chill out, okay? Because you may wind up hurting somebody that's eventually you're going to need to care about or that you do care about. All right. So this is very important to me for in this is what I'm getting is this whole changing your perspective, looking at what's going on around you. Check your friends, check who is saying they're your friend. And this one here, make sure somebody's got your good and up to their heart. And you got to know that. And a lot of times, Andrew, I don't know how old you are, okay? But most people in this room, they're very mature and will tell you a lot of times, man, young people, they don't have the friends they think they have, all right? You need to slow down and listen and look at what's going on. So these angel numbers and everything that's happening are coming to you to say, stop and pay attention. Listen to your heart. Listen to your intuition. We're trying to give you a message. We're trying to build something beautiful, but if you're not paying attention, something's going to come in and get in the way. Wow. Bangerang. So, PRPL, any insight on the S company? I had an interview today, an upcoming interview Wednesday with different person from same company. Not sure if my performance today will keep me from Wednesday interview. You know what? You're going to go ahead and move on to it, and you're not going to see it any other way. Don't bring that negativity in and open that door. This is very, very important. You know, we all make mistakes, okay, and things like that. But PRP wants to know about insight on this job and the company S. Let's see what's happening here. So, Spirit, PRP, like a lot of people right now, wants to know about a job. A lot of people looking for jobs, things like this to happen. And they don't want to mess it up, okay? I get a feeling like you made a mistake. You think you made a mistake. So you did. So what? Let it go, okay? Let it go. So what should PRP expect? Let's find out what's happening at the stage. Here we go. And we are going to bring PRP down so I can get all this on and people can see it. Yeah, rest, relax. You've done everything you could do to this point. You can't redo it. This is the Four of Swords, which is all up here in your mind. Communication. Relax. Wait to see what happens now. You've done your best. Even if you did make a mistake, don't worry about it. Okay? Now, see what happens when you come in. If you're worried about making a mistake of something that happened yesterday, you could affect how you're going to do the next interview. All right? What I'm being told here is just chill out, relax, give your brain a break. I know it's something you want, but you have to let things happen. You are going to have choices. Seven of Cups is about making choices. There are going to be choices that you're going to have to make. You need to make sure you're moving slowly and you make the right decision. Tell me if that makes sense. You might wind up with more than one job choice, okay? Or more than one job in that place may be offered and you have to pick. So I am seeing decisions. Contemplate them for your happiness and where you're going. Does that make sense? All right. Wow. Bangerang. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let me put these here. All right. So everybody, how's everybody doing? Jennifer, I see you there. We'll get you next. Find out what's going on. Glad everybody's here. You know, somebody mentioned today, I was talking to one of you, and I don't want to put a name out there because I didn't get permission to do that, about they'd like to see me start doing specific topics again on some of the live reading nights. If you would like to see that as well, or if there's something you want me to talk about on one of these live reading nights, make sure you let me know at tarotwithanAttitude@gmail.com. Shoot it over to me so I can see it, I can find out what it is, and we'll take a look at it and see what's going on. If there's a topic you'd like me to do a recording on and put on the channel and put up there for you to look at and research, let me know. This isn't just my channel, it's a community. And we want things to work that way in many different ways. All right. So here we go. Let's find out what's going on here. Get a little shuffle going, and then we're going to bring Jennifer Q up. Hi. Want to know what's in store for me this May at work. I've been struggling to meet the required task and want to know if I'll be able to succeed this month. Let's find out. All right, get my coffee going. All right, Spirit, we've all been here. Jennifer's worried that she hasn't met her quota or done the specific things she needed to get done. Is she going to be all right? Are things going to happen? What does she need to know? And this is specifically guided for at work. What is that she's worried about? First off, I'm going to tell you, don't worry about it. Don't bring negative things into your life. Okay? Did you try? Don't answer this. Okay? Did you give it your best? If you did, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Were there extenuating circumstances? Does the boss know about it? These are things that you just, if it's done, it's done. Okay? So what's in store for me this May at work? I've been struggling to meet the required tasks. Let's find out. All right. Let's find out. All right, here we go. Put that down there. Go here, add the stage. Let's do a cut. Jennifer Q, here we go. All right. What we've got here is the intuition card or the personal knowledge card. What I'm seeing here is you need to talk to somebody. Are you missing these tasks because of a knowledge ability? You don't know it. There's something. Do you need to be retrained? Are there some of these things? Have you told somebody that? Using your personal knowledge about what's going on, how do you think what your intuition say about what's going to happen or what's going on? So there is something afoot here, okay? But this is a duality. Twos are always duality. The high priestess is about knowledge and your intuition, that personal knowledge. What I'm wondering here, did we miss the task because of a lack of knowledge that somebody can train you to do? All right. Have you mentioned this with the supervisor? Have you brought this up? Or is that the problem at all? Is it a knowledge that too many people know something you did? This is one of those things. But knowledge is at play here. All right. So you got to figure out how. What we've got the grief card. There could be a little bit of problems coming. Okay. But what I'm seeing is 5 is right in the middle from 0 through 10. Okay. 5 is right in the middle. Don't be looking at everything you did bad. Focus on May of what you need to do to get it right. This is saying don't focus on where you screwed up. Don't focus on a mistake. Focus on what you need to do. Success is right behind you. I am still seeing that you can succeed and everything can be okay as long as you don't keep bringing yourself under extra pressure and stress. You know, that's what 9 of Cups is saying. You can be happy. Things are going to come through and you're going to be okay. All right. I'd love to hear more. Let me know what's happening. Wow. Okay. Interesting cards tonight. Very interesting. Folks, with your love questions, I'm not trying to be an ass. Don't take it that way. I know it's tarot with an attitude, but what I want you to understand in these love readings is there is no, in my world, okay, in my universe and in my fate system, nothing is fixed. If there is, why are we even worried about the question? Okay, because either it's going to be or it's not. All right, but I could tell you something right now, but tomorrow you make a different decision. The other person makes a different decision and it changes everything, because I do not believe that everything is left up to fate. We can make our own choices, make our own decisions, and every day we're selecting which timeline, which dimension, which everything we want to do of where our life is going to take us and where it's going to go. So that's what I'm trying to get a point across. Other thing too is you don't want somebody reading you without your permission. Okay. So don't ask to read somebody else. Find out, what can I do? If more people would focus on the I, what can I do to find out what's going on? The one young lady that put the actual song out, that was awesome. I love it. Okay. But now you have to wait and see how they react, what they're going to do, things like this. Judge it for yourself. Okay. These are those things. This is life. This is what's going on. I'm proud of you for putting yourself out there in a song. That takes guts. That was good. I love it. Okay. So now here we go. Who we got now? XO Gene. All right. Hugs and kisses, Gene. Hugs and kisses. Let's find out what's going on here with Gene, what Gene's question is, and see where we are headed. All right. Just doing a quick pre-shuffle, and let's find out. May I ask if you see me finding a good commercial space for my business soon and possibly when? Yes. Now, some of y'all don't know, I just moved. We're trying to get in. I still haven't unpacked the pendulum yet. So we're going to do this strictly with cards. Normally this would be a pendulum question, and we will find out. May I ask if you see me finding a good commercial space for my business soon? Okay. So let's start there. May I find out what's going on right now with that? A good commercial space. Wow. We have, let me bring this up. Add to stage. We have the Emperor. This is saying a lot of this is going to you, be dependent upon you to be the authority, make some decisions. You're going to have to make some choices. I'm looking at listing as we speak. There we go. Okay. You have the power to make this happen and what you're going to do. Do you have everything you need? Don't rush in. Know your boundaries. But this is a very powerful card about you taking charge and finding out. You know, we have the Four of Wands here. I am really getting a springy vibe. Okay. And if we look at what's going on here, spring, summer, things like this, I do think you are going to be able to find this. And the Four of Wands, you're going to be able to celebrate and have a good time. This is about finding a roof over your head and making sure things are going the right way. I see very strong things on this. I just want you to move forward with knowledge, wisdom, and the power of the Emperor. That's going to be what happens. All right. So what did it say? I love that card for this question. Well, there you go. All right. And that's what you can see. I think this is a great thing. I think this is going to show you really well. I think it's going to serve your purpose, and things will happen. We can do anything if we put our feet in it, if we take an action, put feet to our prayers. What are we trying to do? If you're looking at listings and you're ready to take it, just make sure you ask all the right questions. Be that Emperor. Stand up. Talk to the realtor. Talk to whoever the property manager is. How much it's going to be. What's covered. What's not covered. Don't go into something and then find out, oh, what do you mean? Man, my wife and I have talked to many people who opened a business, especially beachside, and they thought, oh, well, I'm renting it. Then they get in there and they didn't ask enough questions, and they literally find out they're responsible for the AC being fixed. All right? These are things. Don't take anything for granted. Be that expert and go with it. You know what? You're saying, I keep looking, but they haven't felt right. There's a reason for that. Listen to your gut. Find out what's going on. Yes, you can do this. Yes, things are going to happen, but these are things that need to, you just got to be that Emperor. You got to be strong. And I know there are times, there are things like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it happen. When the flags aren't there, or I didn't even check them. Okay. This is the cautionary tale of that, the Emperor. Okay. The Four of Wands is saying you can experience happiness. You can experience some beautiful and wonderful things. You just got to make sure that you're building on solid ground. What is this? Some are charging extra excessive. Exactly. And you know what? If you're meant to do this, you will do it. Don't do something because I wanna. All right? Because that has killed so many dreams because we were too anxious. Good businessman knows when to say yes, when to say no. Man, woman, business person, however you want to say it, that's what is important. And that's going to be important to you. So you've got to ask the right questions, understand what's going on. And yes, I think it's going to be achievable. And I think you will find it soon. But make sure you keep looking and looking and looking. And, if that's what you want, every evening, every weekend, you might be going to look at places. All right? See what's happening. And when you walk in, those bells will feel right. When you're in the right place, listen to your guides, listen to spirit, and they will tell you, you will feel that this is the right place. If everything is lined up with the knowledge you need. All right? Does that make sense? Okay. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. So we have kicked it along. I kind of went a little bit fast tonight, but that's what I needed to do. Been having a lot of people have been missing it. We got a good many people here and finding out what's going on. So this is where we're at. If I don't have any new questions coming in here pretty quick, we might have a short night of it and just say, there we are. But I appreciate each and every one of you to remind you why I say Bangarang for those that are new. I take this from the movie Hook with Robin Williams. When Peter Pan lost his magic, and we are in a time when adults are losing their magic. They've gotten so wrapped up in everything that's going on, okay? And the reason I started this channel was so people could reclaim their magic. Bangarang. They're sitting around the table, starting to eat pretend food. He doesn't understand it because his magic is gone. Finally, he goes back to his childhood and he starts remembering some things. And all of a sudden, the food becomes real. But they're throwing insults back and forth. Bangarang, Peter, bangarang. When you put something out and something good comes back, it's because of what you put out. So the whole purpose of Tarot and Attitude, Bangarang. We are the Barefoot Bangarang tribe. We believe in getting barefoot. We believe in getting grounded. All right. We believe in prayer. We believe in asking spirit for healing. All of these things here. I want y'all new people to come in and join us. Subscribe. We are a community. If you ever need prayer, we will do open prayer for you right here and right now. We've done healing and everything else here. So I want you to understand that's what's available. But most importantly, we want people to find their happiness. Spread your wings. Find your magic so you can find your wings, and then you can fly. We were meant to fly. That's what's happening here. And sometimes you need a crazy old fart like me to come along and go, are you living the life you were supposed to live? Because we were all given a life to use, to build. You don't like where you're at, you're not a tree, move. All right? Things, we don't have to justify everything with other people, So, Deborah, thank you, Rev Robin Spirit. The message this evening were on fire. Deborah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love it. I appreciate everything you're doing. I don't see any more people coming in. I appreciate everybody. Cynthia, thank you. Everybody that's coming on. We got through these pretty quick tonight. Everybody remember Wednesday night with Bridget, 8:30. Eyes of the Dragonfly. We'll have it posted on Facebook. You can find it there. Come see us there and let us know what's going on. Okay. If something clicked for you tonight, okay, don't ignore it. Subscribe, like, and share this energy with your circle. Even if you're embarrassed, just tell them, hey, I found this crazy old fart on Monday nights. Come check him out, 7:30. He's hysterical. I don't care. Okay. I just want people to be happy, be healthy. All right. And with all that said, I'm going to end with something I used to say a long time ago. All right. Tonight is the night that we want you to have felt some peace, love, and light. Banger.